guys. Today video is from here. It's my terrace from my apartment, and I hope that you can hear me well. I don't like how the light works. Let me try changing the position of myself. If I sit like this, yeah, I think this way better. I'm gonna sit here. I hope it's not very loud and you can actually hear me. Everyone, hello, 大家好. My name is Olive. I'm tattoo artist in Shanghai, and in these videos is my series of videos where I share what things I have learned within my 30 years of life. I'm going to turn 30 actually in 1 week. And yeah, I'm making this series where I share my insights, my lessons, some stuff that I learned these years that helped me to grow and become a mature person, become more mature person, I think, become more wise, if I can use this word. All right. This is my eighth lesson, number 8. This is how we show numbers in China. Number 8. And number 8 is going to be number 8 and actually number 9 together because I think they are connected. Number 8 is going to be about God. Surprisingly, yes, no, for some people it might be surprisingly, but yeah, let's talk about God. I'm not going to be talking about some religions because I feel like the religion topic is very personal, is a personal choice for everyone. Yeah, since I'm talking about myself and my experience, I'm not religious. And, you know, I'm from Russia, and in Russia, a lot of people are Christians. A lot in Russia, we have, I think, all sorts of religions, but lots of people are Christians. My family, we never really were following religion that much. Yes, we were celebrating some religious holidays, but I was never taught about religion in my family, and uh, I was never forced. There was never like a topic, a conversation about that. So, growing up, I didn't have any influence on that side, and that made me that made me who I am. That made me not religious person. That made me not like not believing in God, but that made me not categorize myself and not to like tie up myself with one on another religion. Yet, I am a very curious person naturally. I like to learn, aka nerd. I really like to learn, I like to read, I like to explore things. So, within these years of my life, I've been exploring religion. I was reading Bible, I was learning about Muslim religions. um, Muslim is a Muslim. Sorry if I say it in the wrong way. I don't really know how to say this stuff in English. So I was learning about Islam. Sorry, Islam. I was learning about um, Hinduism. I think it's Hinduism if I say it's in English. So I was just curious, and I was trying to find out what's the uh, what's the point. And I realized after some digging and some learning, I realized that actually all the religions they speak about one thing, but in different shapes and forms. Even the science, at the end of the day, speak about the same thing, but in different shape and form. So After one bad thing that happened with my family, my mom, she died when I was 10. So at some point, because of that, I was mad and I stopped believing in God. I was like, God, how could you? How could you do this to me like that? If the God exists, why would he done this to me? Now I have to suffer, not only me, but my family. Well, that was sort of 10 years old girl. But then over the years, I became an atheist. I didn't believe in God. I even was kind of like rejecting everything that was connected to God. Even like I was not really into that stuff. I was trying to see if I'm even recording. Growing up and observing and learning more, I came to the Buddhism. Buddha teaching was apparently it became the closest thing to me. Well, for those people who are unaware, Buddhism and Buddha teaching is not a religion, is a teaching, is a concept of life. And that one is more relatable to me. And uh, this all spirituality became a very big part of my life. I think already when I was grown person, I think I was like maybe 23, 24. I started to meditate. I started to learn some things about energy, about chakras, about uh, lots of spirituality. Lots of people might find it crazy, but I've been learning quite a lot about that. And I was practicing a lot. I was practicing how to uh, move my energy, how to, attract better things in life by expanding my energy. And in general, I started to believe and I saw for myself that everything around us and us ourselves, we are just energy, energy in a different form. And I clearly got an understanding that we are all one and we are all connected, we are all linked up. Even me, this iPad, the chair, the table, basically we all one thing. And that one helped me to feel more united with people, feel more united with the world. I have a conspect, but I even not following it. After some crazy things that been happening in my life, I started again believing God, not like in God that has a name like Allah or Jesus or whoever is it. I just started to believe in higher source, in higher energy that created us all, and that actually you can communicate to whenever you need. That you can, because the person I wanted to say, the thing that created us, I believe that we are we are having that energy of them inside, right? So we can communicate, we can move it. If you, I don't know if you even understand what I'm talking about. So another thing that really influenced me and my vision, how I see all this spiritual world, because sometimes people who do a lot of spirituality, they kind of lose themselves to spirituality, and then become very, esoteric, like very like cuckoo. I didn't want to be that, so I learned how to be more grounded. And you know what helped me a lot to learn how to be grounded? I think when November 2023, after one of my breakups, I went to Vipassana. For those who don't know, Vipassana is a Buddha teaching, and it's something that what is this word? He contributed, not contributed, I forgot the word. Well, he spent all his life. Tell me the word, I'll tell you. I'll put it here if I remember. He spent all his life doing that. He spent all his life teaching Vipassana to people. And this teaching is 5,000 years old. It's very, very old teaching, and it's a very, very good one. It opens the eyes on many things. And even if you think that you know everything and you don't have to go through that, I'd still tell you, just try it once. So I went. It's basically a silent treatment for the 10 days. You stay in a, it's like a center, a meditation center, and they have it all over the world, to be honest. Almost each country has it. And you stay there for 10 days in total silence. There are some people who can take care of you in terms of food and accommodation. It's usually for free. So you stay there and you learn how to meditate properly. You learn how to meditate, you learn Vipassana. Vipassana is the meditation technique that you learn. And at first, when I went, I didn't know anything about it. I went and I was thinking that it's some sort of spiritual thing where we're going to be, sitting and imagining stuff in our heads. And then they said, it's a very close to the body, very grounded technique. I'm like, what? So that helped me after I learned that. And I'm gonna sneeze. Ah, sorry. After I learned that, not like I mastered it, because I think for mastering it, you have to be Buddha. I learned it, I tried it, I practiced it. I realized that the spirituality that I was doing before has nothing to do with the actual spirituality. It was me just, it was helping, but it was helping me on a very superficial level. I was just, playing with my imagination and comforting myself with that. So only Vipassana truly opened my eyes on meditation, on actually connection, on how to connect with your body and with the higher source. I wanted to recommend you to go and do it. Uh, I don't know if I should do another video about Vipassana, but I can talk about it for a very long time, and it's already 12 minutes and I'm just on one lesson. So let me just wrap it up and say that finding your God is very important. And over the years, I realized that, and I understood why a lot of people, they prefer to believe in religion, even though some religions, they really have very contradicting points. But I think it just gets easier to live when you know. I'm reading because I actually wrote it. It gets way easier to live when you know that one or another way you're protected, that everything happens for your own good. I believe that we are spiritual beings in human body and not the other way around. This knowledge makes me very, very happy and peaceful. And here comes lesson number 9. So, speaking about happiness. Speaking about happiness, there is a huge misconception in this world that you have to surround yourself. Oh my gosh, such a beautiful car. Oh, I wish I could show you. It's blue, it's a sky blue color. Oh my god, sorry. Can you focus, girl? Okay, speaking about happiness, the misconception is this world is that if you surround yourself with a lot of material stuff or people, you're gonna be happy. That you need something to have, to to own something to be happy. And it's very much understandable um, why this misconception exists and why some people keep feeding it, because it's very beneficial for the market, it's very beneficial for the economy, because they try to make us constantly feel that we are missing something, and this fear of missing opportunities, fear of missing things, they make us actually buy stuff. But if you take your time to reflect on yourself and to analyze it, you will realize that for being happy, it's not necessarily you need to own things. Right now, I'm not talking about the basic stuff like a roof and over your head or clothes or food. That's one, no doubts, we all need that. I'm talking about some luxury things, or even some people. In my another videos, I think I mentioned that I used to be, not I used to be, I was trying to be a people person. I was trying to, surround myself with people. I couldn't spend time by myself. I always felt like I need someone to fulfill the emptiness inside me. I always felt like I need something. When I was alone, the thoughts were overwhelming me that I felt so bad, so depressed. So I always was like going out, or like, hanging out with friends, that, this, and that. And that led to me having fake friends, fake relationships, all these issues, drama, toxicity, all this stuff. And I one time, I don't remember actually when exactly that happened. First time, I remember very first time when I was left by myself is when I came to study to oh, I'm shy. When I came to study to my university, I was studying in another city, not the place where I lived. I came there by my like I came with my dad, but then the dad had to leave, and then he left me alone in a dormitory, and I was living there. I came a bit earlier, so it was 2 weeks before the semester started, and I was living there for 2 weeks completely alone. That shit was crazy, because before I used to live with my family and I had friends. I even had relationship back then, and then I was left completely alone by myself in a strange unknown city. That shit was mind blowing. And I think that was the very first time when I actually learned and experienced how to enjoy by myself. But that time I was very young, like 17, and the awareness was very little, so I couldn't really enjoy it. And I suffered a lot. I remember me crying every day. Then after some time, I went to China, and when you come to China, loneliness comes with you, because sometimes you're not able to get into community or make friends. You have some people that you know then there, but you don't really have. Sometimes it's really hard. Sorry, it's a bit loud. There's a huge bus. Sometimes it's really hard to get this connection. So when I came to China, loneliness hit me. No, when I came to, I'm lying. When I came, when I came to China, I came with my very good friend, and we were together. I'm very grateful to her. But then after 2 years living in China, I moved to Shanghai, and that's when loneliness hit me, because I moved without her. I moved without her, and I didn't know a lot of people in Shanghai. I didn't know actually anybody. Yeah, that was the time in 2018 when I had to learn how to enjoy being by myself, how to do things by myself, because before, like, I couldn't go to have coffees or go to the movie or the restaurant without people. I always was asking someone to go with me, and if they cannot go with me, I was not going. It's very stupid. Why was I not going? So I learned again. I suffered a little bit, but after some time, finally, I started to enjoy how is it to be by myself. And I think for the two next years, 2019, 2020, I didn't really have friends in Shanghai. Yeah, and this gets. I didn't really have friends, but I was really like enjoying being by myself. And I learned that happiness is something that I can actually create within myself without others involved, without people involved, without things involved, without luxurious life involved. Like about these material things, me, I never really was a fan of these material things, stuff, brands, cool cars, cool phones, cool shoes. Like, I'm okay. I'm buying things on Taobao, it's fine. Taobao is okay. This dress is from Taobao, and I'm enjoying it a lot. Like maybe the most expensive thing I have is my phone and the iPod, but I don't really like material things, to be very honest. Yeah, but I learned that together with all these material things, I learned that I don't really need people to be happy. Okay, I was like, okay, I don't really need cool things to be happy. And then I learned that I don't really need even people to be happy. Um, I realized that I'm capable of creating happiness within myself. I'm capable of fulfilling myself and my needs. Not all my needs, but this need of happiness, or maybe the need of life excitement, or maybe I was very okay by that. I mean, then it doesn't mean I'm always by myself and I don't like people. I do. I like people who I can connect with on a deeper level, and most of my relationships that I had, they were like that. And most of my friends that I had and I still have, they were like that. And sometimes your life circumstances, they can come on the way and they can really really upset you. uh, it's it's not something that should influence your level of happiness. It's not something that you should allow influence your level of happiness, your level of inner peace or inner optimism, let's call it like this. Maybe it's also worked for me because I'm a very optimistic person. Again, I tend to focus on the good things more than on bad things more. So uh, that really helped. And I want to finish this videos with the one of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite movies, Harry Potter. And the quote goes like this: happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. So turn that light on inside you, and that's the key of staying happy. God bless you. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Follow me here. See you next time. Bye bye.